Why did I start talking about that? I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm filming at 4 a.m. Okay, I'm filming at 4 a.m. because it is really fucking hot, and also because I just received these books, y'all, and I am so excited. If you all have not heard of this, there is a website called Book Outlet, and I found it on TikTok, of course. But this website has like really popular, well, they're not all really popular, but it has books in general that are really affordable. And if y'all know me, I am a fucking, bargain bitch, so I just needed to try it out. I want to try out Book Outlet. I was just like, what is the catch? Well, there's no catch. I actually had some pretty good finds, and I'm excited to share them with you all. So if you're interested, keep watching. Also, before I get started, I do want to let you know that in these types of like book related videos, I always link my Goodreads if you're interested in, like, you have your own, or knowing what I read for whatever reason. I update it just for myself, but if you're interested in checking it out, I always link it in these type of videos. Also unrelated, but I have I'm in the 460s in my subscriber count right now, and I do want to let you all know that every time I hit 100 point mark, so like when I hit 500, I do a names video. So if you're interested in that type of video, subscribe to my channel. Once I do hit 500, I'll go ahead and do a names video, and the way I do it is I post a short video, like letting you all know that I'm about to hit 500, and to comment your names, and you would just comment them on that short video, and then I would make a video whispering your name, and it is usually super close up. I like close up whispering of names and words, so I like to do that type of video once I hit 100 subscriber mark. But yeah, if you're interested in that type of video, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And anyway, let's get into this book video because I can't wait. So some of these are of course thrift store finds. So I have this one first. This one is Kite Runner, and it is by Khaled Hosseini. And fun fact, so I actually read A Thousand Splendid Suns, which yeah, the way that I bawled at the end of, like almost at the end of A Thousand Splendid Suns. Oh my god, that book is that TikTok that's like, why did you write this? That was me. But anyways, I didn't know that The Kite Runner was like the type of book that you read in school and stuff like that. Honestly, I found out from my little brother because he was there when I bought it, and he's like, oh, like that's the one that we read in school. And I was like, oh, okay. But anyways, this is Kite Runner. I don't know if there's like a book that says what it's about. There's really only like reviews, so I'm not gonna read it because I don't want to read the reviews. But that's Kite Runner. Next we have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So I actually found this at I think it was like a Savers or something. It was $10, which I was a little bit salty, guys, because I used to get books at Savers for like $3, like $6 if it was a hardcover. This was $10. They brought them up, like they found us fucking book budget girlies, and they said we're gonna raise the price because you're still gonna buy them, and I did. So it's still cheaper than like retail, whatever, but I was a little bit sad. But anyways, I was iffy about this book because I've heard like people either love it or hate it. Like the reviews I've seen, people impulsive Hollywood icon Evelyn Hugo is finally ready to tell the truth about her glamorous and scandalous life. But when she chooses unknown magazine reporter Monique Grant to write her story, no one is more astounded than Monique herself. Determined to use this opportunity to jumpstart her career, Monique listens in fascination, making her way to Los Angeles in the 1950s to leaving show business in the 80s, and of course the 7 husbands along the way. Evelyn unspools a tale of ruthless ambition, unexpected friendship, and a great forbidden love. But as Evelyn's story nears its conclusion, it becomes clear that her life intersects with Monique's own tragic and irreversible ways. Written with Reed's signature talent for creating complex, likable characters, this is a mesmerizing journey through the splendor of old Hollywood into the sobering realities of the present day, as 2 women struggle with what it means and what it costs to face the truth. So, I'm not sure. I don't have an opinion based on that yet, but I'm excited to read it. It's not too long, you know. It's a little worn, obviously, because it's used, but pretty good condition other than that. So next I have Verity, and this is by Miss Colleen Hoover. I feel like I'm so late to the train with these books, but you know what? I don't care because I am a newfound booktube girly, as some of us know. So, you know, give me time, I'll catch up. I promise. So, Verity, I know is a thriller. I haven't read what it's about, so let's see. It says Lowen Ashley, is a struggling writer on the brink of financial ruin when she accepts the job offer of a lifetime. Jeremy Crawford, husband of best-selling author Verity Crawford, has hired Lowen to complete the remaining books in a successful series his injured wife is unable to finish. Lowen arrives at the Crawford home, ready to sort through years of Verity's notes and outlines, hoping to find enough material to get her started. What Lowen doesn't expect to uncover is that in the chaotic office is an unfinished autobiography Verity never intended for anyone to read. Page after page of bone-chilling admissions, including Verity's recollection of the night her family was forever altered. Lowen decides to keep the manuscript hidden from Jeremy, knowing its contents could devastate the already grieving father. But as Lowen's feelings for Jeremy begin to intensify, she recognizes all the ways she could benefit. Oh, you little bitch. If he were to read his wife's words. After all, no matter how devoted Jeremy is to his injured wife, a truth this horrifying would make it impossible for him to continue loving her. That's Verity, honestly. Pretty sure. I've been on a Frida McFadden fucking roll. I'm reading The Housemaid's Secret right now, and I don't know if this will compare, but I'm excited, and we'll see. This was also $10, by the way, at A Savers. Next, we're gonna go on to my book outlet books. I'm gonna link the website down below for anybody that likes to read, because I just think that this is a really good way to obtain books. This website, I believe it's Canadian. It has really cheap books, like $4, like super cheap. So let's get started. So this first book I actually did not choose. I was pleasantly surprised when I opened the box, and I saw that they included, I don't know if this was on accident or if they just include a book after a certain amount of money that you spend, but they added this one, and I thought it was cool because I would have never chosen it, so I don't know, I was happy about it. So this is Notes on an Executed Execution. And this is by Danya Kukuavka. I don't know. But that's Notes on an Execution. And the cover looks like this. It just has this little, what do you call that thing? You know, a little pendant that opens and there's pictures and whatever. But yeah, this is actually short as well. I believe it's less than 300 pages, but anyways, so it says Ansel Packer is scheduled to die in 12 hours. He knows what he's done and now awaits execution, the same chilling fate he forced on those girls years ago. Through a kaleidoscope of women, a mother, a sister, a homicide detective, we learn the story of Ansel's life. We meet his mother, Lavender, a 17-year-old girl pushed to desperation. Hazel, twin sister to Ansel's wife, forced to watch helplessly as her sister's relationship threatens to devour them all. And finally, Safi, the homicide detective hot on his trail. As the clock ticks down, these three women sift through the choices that culminate in tragedy, exploring the rippling fissures that such destruction inevitably leaves in its wake. Blending breathtaking suspense with astonishing empathy, Notes on an Execution presents a chilling portrait of womanhood as it simultaneously unravels the familiar narrative of the American serial killer, asking readers to consider the false promise of looking for meaning in the psyches of violent men. This honestly sounds right up my alley, not because it's about a serial killer, just because I like true crimey stuff, and this is very like on brand with that, so I'm really excited to read it again. Like, I thought it was so cool that they included it. I don't know if this is something that they do in their orders, but pleasantly surprised. Alrighty, so next I have a book that I actually chose, and this one is Check and Mate. It has a little sticker on there. This says $8.99, but it was definitely less than that. And this is by Ellie Hazelwood. So, this is honestly my first Ellie Hazelwood book. So, I'm trying to catch up on everything. I read Emily Henry now. I just finished Happy Place, which also made me cry so much. And I just want to find the type of books that I like, you know, which I loved Emily Henry, by the way. And Ellie Hazelwood is kind of in that cutesy, romantic, like, genre, right, type of thing. I was skeptical about this, but I've heard really, really good things. This isn't like this type of like cheesy, like cutesy romance. Doesn't seem like my type of thing, which I love romance. It's just like, you know, checkers or chess, whatever this is, chess playing and like stuff like that. It just doesn't capture my attention. But a lot of book talk girlies, I've heard them talk about this, so I just want to check it out. And yeah, let's go ahead and read the back. So this is YA apparently, and it says Mallory Greenleaf is done with chess. Every move counts nowadays. After the sport led to the destruction of her family 4 years earlier, Mallory's focus is on her mom, her sisters, and the dead-end job that keeps the lights on. That is, until she begrudgingly agrees to play in one last charity tournament and inadvertently wipes the board with a notorious king killer, Nolan Sawyer, currently world champion and reigning bad boy of chess. Nolan's loss is to an unknown rookie shocks everyone, especially Mallory. What's even more confusing, his desire to cross pawns again. What kind of gambit is Nolan playing? The smart move would be to walk away, resign, game over. But Mallory's victory opens the door to sorely needed cash prizes, and despite everything, she can't help feeling drawn to the enigmatic strategist. As she rockets up the rank, Mallory struggles to keep her family safely separated from the game that wrecked it in the first place, and as her love for the sport she so desperately wanted to hate begins to rekindle, Mallory quickly realizes that the games aren't only on the board. The spotlight is hotter she imagined, and the competition can be fierce, and then in parentheses, fiercely attractive and intelligent and infuriating. Okay, I don't know. I'm excited. I feel like this will be a fun, like, light read, which is really what I wanted. And yeah, that is. I like the colors too. It's like very pastel. It's very cute. That's Check and Mate. Next, I have The Wish by Nicholas Sparks. So this book, I got it because I follow a girl on TikTok. I believe her name is Delaney, and she just swears by this book, you know, it being like the best romance, and I don't know, it seemed like a cute summer read just because, you know, I don't know, there's like boat, beachy, like seaside. It just seemed like a cute summer read. This one is a bit thicker. I believe it's maybe over 400 pages. No, it's about almost 400, like 380. But yeah, I just really wanted a good romance, and this one was talked about really highly by her, so I thought I would check it out. But let's go ahead and read the back. So it says, in 1996, everything changed for Maggie Dawes, sent away at 16 to live with an aunt she barely knew in Ocracoke, a remote village in North Carolina's Outer Banks. She could think only of the friends and family she left behind, until she met Bryce, one of the few teenagers on the island. Handsome, genuine, and newly admitted to West Point, Bryce showed her how much there was to love about the windswept beach town and introduced her to photography, a passion that would define the rest of her life. By 2019, Maggie is a renowned travel photographer. She splits her time between running a successful gallery in New York and photographing remote locations around the world. But this year, she is unexpectedly grounded over Christmas, struggling to come to terms with a sobering medical diagnosis. Increasingly dependent on a young assistant, she finds herself becoming close to him. As they count down the last days of the season together, she begins to tell him the story of another Christmas, decades earlier, and the love that set her on a course she could have never imagined. This sounds very Nobaki. I already want to cry. But no, this looks like a really cute book, and I'm excited to read it, and I like the cover a lot too, so cute. Now we have this one. This is Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. And if you've ever seen a book related TikTok, you've probably heard of this book. I know it has something to do with like a guy who's mute, I think, or something like that, or deaf, one of those two. Probably a very ignorant sentence, but he's one of those. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and read the back, and I know this is a romance as well, but we'll go ahead and see here. So it says, I wanted to lose myself in the small town of Pelion, Maine, to forget everything I had left behind. The sound of rain, the blood, the coldness of a gun against my skin. For 6 months, each breath has been a reminder that I survived, and my dad didn't. I'm almost safe again, but the moment I meet Archer Hale, my entire world tilts on its axis and never rights itself again. Until I trespass into a strange, silent, and isolated world, Archer communicates with no one. Yet in his whiskey-colored eyes, that's a cute, like a really good description of eyes. Something intangible happens between us. There's so much more to him than just his beauty, his presence, or the ways his hands communicate with me, on me. But this town is mired in secrets and betrayals, and Archer is the explosive center of it all. So much passion and so much hurt, but it's in Archer's silence that we might just find what we need to heal and to live. I am intrigued, girl. Pretty standard size, I think. But yeah, Archer's voice, I think the theme is romance here. Maybe a little bit. But this is the last one, and the one I'm most excited about. Yours truly by Abby Jimenez. So this is a little bit thicker, but y'all, I struggled because I am really trying, the way I'm trying to do this is like reading standalones and then getting into series. Like this fall, I really want to get into like Akadar, like A Court of Thorns and Roses. I just want to start getting into series, but I just need to get the standalones that I want to read out of the way. And I know that this is an interconnected standalone, but I really wanted to read them in order. I just thought, you know what, I've heard this is one of Abby Jimenez's better books, or like, it's like a trilogy so far, right? Or I don't know if it's just gonna be 3 books, but yours truly is, I believe it's like book 2 or 3. 2, I think it's 2. It's part of your world, yours truly, and then I think just for the summer, something like that. But I just couldn't pass up the opportunity. It was there. I tried to look for book 1, I couldn't find it, and so I got it. And this is also a romance book. So this says, Dr. Brianna Ortiz's life is seriously flatlining. Her divorce is just about finalized. Her brother's running out of time to find a kidney donor, and that promotion she wants, oh, that's probably going to the new man doctor who's already registering 80 friggin' 7 on Brianna's pain in my ass scale. But just when all systems are set to hate, Dr. Jacob Maddox completely flips the game by sending Brianna a letter. And it's a really good letter, like the kind that proves Jacob isn't actually Satan. Worse, you might find this fantastically funny and subversively likable guy who's terrible at first impressions, because suddenly he and Bree are exchanging letters, sharing lunch dates in her sob closet, and discussing the merits of freakishly tiny horses. But when Jacob decides to give Brianna the best gift imaginable, a kidney for her brother, she wonders just how she can resist this quietly sexy new doctor, especially when he calls in a favor she can't refuse. I already wanted to cry. If this has anything about brother or like older sister sibling type of thing, I'm gonna cry. I can't wait to read this. So cool. So anyways, y'all, those are my Thrifty book finds. I'm gonna try to remember to list like the prices, the website, all that good stuff, so that you guys can find these really good bargains. But I do want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for being here. I'm so very happy that you are here. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. Once we get to 500, the name's video is dropping. Follow my Goodreads if you're interested. Follow my Instagram. I also always link it down below. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching again, and thank you so much for being here again. I'm so very happy that you're here. Like I always say, not only here in this video, but here on earth, surviving, making it another day. You are a badass. I love you so much. I love you so much. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.